everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Jeffrey's Eagles going up against Evans's Buccaneers. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, folks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and a moment ago, Larry gave us a look at the two #1 receivers that'll be facing off here. But you think it's more than just one-on-one? Both these teams, they've got a number of pass-catching options.
And I'm eager to see how both teams will attack the opposite defenses, because is it going to be where they're going to be a dart-throwing team, throw it short and try and make plays that way? Or will the long ball be a part of it? But you're right, lots of options for both of these squads.
Bucs kicker Roberto Aguayo approaches, and off we go from Tampa. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
Many wondered if the Eagles gave up way too much to get the #2 pick from Cleveland in order to draft Carson Wentz. But after his freshman campaign in the NFL, I think people believe they see positive signs from a big, strong-arm guy, an intelligent guy, and a really competitive player.
On first down, Wentz. Ertz over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A Philadelphia first down, Wentz finding Matthews. First and 10. Here's Wentz. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
I think if you asked around the league, the one thing the Eagles were really lacking on offense in 2016, consistency at the wide receiver position. So at the very least, you bring in guys to compete. In this case, though, they brought in Alshon Jeffrey. Big, strong, physical, can catch the football, shake off tacklers, and pick up extra yardage downfield. And now they get to pair him with Torrey Smith, another free agent from San Francisco, provides the speed outside.
Throwing is Wentz. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
When Gerald McCoy entered the NFL, he was part of a huge debate around the league. Gerald McCoy or Ndamukong Suh? Who would be the better defensive tackle? They both had more than their share of moments, and what's made Gerald McCoy a perennial Pro Bowl player? His ability to play just about anywhere on the defensive line, but especially to work over the centers and guards in order to create havoc in the pocket.
Now Wentz on third down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's caught inside the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a man who began his career as a Buck. This is LeGarrette Blount. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's been a pretty darn good drive to start things off here in this game. Move the ball downfield well, and after that run, they're set up at 1st and goal.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Wentz now giving to Blount on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back out into the same play, the same set, and see if they can.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. LeGarrette Blount taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucks now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their now third-year QB, the #1 overall pick back in 2015 from Florida State. It's Jameis Winston.
As a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, it perfectly fits that he's their starting quarterback because of his swashbuckling style of play. This is a guy who lets it all hang out, leads by example, emotional type of leader that people tend to follow and gravitate towards, knows how to make big plays by keeping plays alive and extending them.
First carry here for Charles Sims. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And we get a glance now at the Buccaneer offense.
Deshaun Jackson's game is speed and the deep ball, which means defenses have to kick coverages in his direction, often having to double team him. But he also has the ability to catch a short pass, make people miss, and turn that into a long gain as well. Hard to defend. He's looking forward to playing with Jameis Winston and getting the deep ball activated again in Tampa.
Now Now Jameis on second down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. And the defense now for the Eagles.
In 2016, the Eagles showed that they were going to be aggressive on defense. A lot of man coverage and send the pass rushers after the quarterback. I don't expect that to change at all in 2017, but they are looking for increased play from their cornerbacks, trying to lock down some wide receivers.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun, Winston. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now the 6-year man from Cal, Brian Anger, on to kick. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles take possession. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's caught by Smith. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Wentz to his new target, Smith, for an Eagle first down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now whistles as time has run out on this first quarter. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either. Whoosh.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey from 6 yards away. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Point after now from Sturgis. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now working their way back onto the field, the Eagles defense. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who say, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And the defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. First down throw for Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about Harvard, you know we're going to talk about academics. But in this case, let's talk about a big year Cameron Braid had in 2016, the tight end.
Finished with 57 catches, 660 yards, and also 8 scores. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Winston now. Complete. He finds Brate. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Buccaneer first. Winston to Brate. Now they run with Sims, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Second down, Winston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Hicks coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Wentz now on first down. And his pass incomplete. The veteran Brent Selleck, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll make it third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Now Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That good for 19 and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Left side caught by Matthews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Fresh set of downs here. Wentz to throw again. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So second down, 3 yards to go now. Now Wentz again. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Again, it's Wentz. And Matthews has got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. On the return, it's Ryan Smith. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the drive begins here with Sims. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Buccaneers are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Eagles have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Eagles now later on the drive. Lutz got it on the run, and he capped off the 8-play drive with a TD as they take a 7-0 lead. Eagles have it early in the second. Wentz is on point with the throw, and it's caught for the score. Eagles up now by 14. Eagles lined up at the 5. Matthews wide open here on the catch, and it leads to a touchdown as they go up here at 21-0. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to Tampa for the start of the second half.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
Partner, we always talk about how important 3rd down is, but I think 1st down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on 1st down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards.
Well, that was a Deshaun Jackson special, wasn't it? Deep downfield for a big play. But truthfully, if he catches it short, he can turn it into a long gainer, can't he?
Just such a big play receiver last year. 17.9 yards per catch, and that was tied for the league lead.
He's going to open up the offense in a big way in Tampa.
Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between now and then. Here's Sims on the run. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Jameis to throw it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Adam Humphries. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing now is Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Try to go back to Matthews there. And now it's third down. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Donnie Jones now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. We put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger-pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Well, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. Winston now to throw on first down. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans?
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
No matter what play call you have on, you're always conscious of edge pressure disrupting you. And it doesn't matter whether it's a pass or a run. And in this case, it was a draw, and the edge pressure came in and destroyed the play.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They go play action. Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down following the run. Again, here's Blunt. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that run is exactly what you expect from someone of his stature. This is a big back, so you expect him to break some tackles and gain some additional yardage. And it pays dividends, not just for himself as the game goes on, but for his team. Because when he can break down defenses and allow that type of production to happen, it also opens up the passing game in a big way, because at some point, you've got to start bringing extra defenders to the line of scrimmage to try and slow him down.
And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. About 3 yards there to the 27. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now Blunt. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Baker able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
So out come the Bucs now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 56 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get 2 guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Starts with a handoff to Blount. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
Here's Donnie Jones now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Deshaun Jackson getting set to go again on offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery has been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. A first down throw for Winston. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Ready, blue ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time back gaining this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, these guys are hard to find.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Deshaun Jackson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied. See if they can get the ball back for the offense. Here's Blunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Wentz throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Wins to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Wentz. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. So now it's fourth down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Winston to throw. Evans has it left side. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Sims. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Sims. And a short gain down to about the 33. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. The first carry here for Jaquiz Rodgers. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization, because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talents, and you think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence, you know what has to get done. Get the ball to the right people, get out of bounds, and get it downfield and try and score.
Yeah, he's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. And he spikes it with just a shade under a half a minute left. 29 seconds on the clock. They'll run it here with Blunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the former Florida Gator, Sturgis, gets it to go. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now Sims. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Jameis now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the gun, Winston. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Here's Brian Anger now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. First throw of overtime for Wentz. Ertz has it left side. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I've got zero rooting interest in this game, but this is a lot of fun to watch. When you watch a guy get with his offensive line and have that great relationship, and I think it has to have been built during the week, during training camp, throughout the season, sitting and watching tape together, finding where their creases are, the gaps, knowing how guys are going to block. And right now, he's almost unstoppable.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard near the 48-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll run it with Sproles. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Second down following the run. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, that certainly looked like the Torrey Smith we knew in Baltimore. A guy can just run past defenses, and what do they say? Take the top right off of them. Game-changing speed, and the days in Baltimore good, days in San Fran not so great, but now hoping to get back to his former self. I would say they have an extremely motivated wide receiver in Torrey Smith.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So they're on the 5-yard line here. Second. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal today.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Tampa.